Hello unlimited friends, it's Zara back again with Q&A about the application of law of attraction in practical ways to our lives. The question today is from Wanda and her question is about a scam. I know that this sort of situation that Wanda is talking about is something that a lot of people encounter. So let me read the question out to you. She says, I purchased a course online. They had a badge which says satisfaction guaranteed. But the quality of the course was poor, so I requested a refund within 30 days. But they are refusing to give it to me. They keep coming up with excuses. They seem scammy. How can I manifest a refund? I know I have to be on a higher vibrational frequency, but I'm upset. It's hard to distract myself. Should I ignore the reality and keep affirming what I want? I have visualized the end result of seeing a refund from PayPal in my email box. Is there anything else I should be doing? Awesome. All right, Wanda. This is a fantastic question, and I think that a lot of people, including myself, have encountered situations like this. So before I get into the response, I just want to do a short introduction. Hi, I'm ZMAHOON. I write the blog ZMAHOON.com, and I am the author of 15 books on various subjects to do with the law of attraction. On this channel, I want to answer your questions. So if you have a question about the application of the law of attraction to your life, send it to me through my website ZMAHOON.com, or you can put it in the comments below and I will pick it up. Also, if you want to work with me more closely, send me a message. I am more than happy to jump on a Zoom call with you to help give you some tips and advice, as well as to introduce you to my programs. I have group as well as individual programs. All right, let's get into the answer for Wanda. So first of all, Wanda, here's what I want you to understand, sweetheart. I know you know enough about the law of attraction to understand that if you want to manifest the result that you want, you have to be on the higher end of the emotional scale. Knowing that, one of the things that I want to bring to your attention is that you would never have bought the course if you were high on the emotional scale. The fact that you bought this course and the fact that you're not satisfied with it has to do with where you were even before this event happened. Now that this has happened, you are in the post-manifestational stage of using law of attraction. So the things that you do in the post-manifestational stage are not the same things that you do in the pre-manifestational stage. I know because you've already put it in your comment to me that you understand that you have two options. One is to distract yourself and the other one is to go up the emotional scale. And I know that you're finding both of these things hard to do. And you're only human. So of course they are hard to do. But sometimes we have to do those things that are hard because we know that the end result is going to be the result that we want. And so that has to do with discipline. You remember when you were a child and you were given a medicine that was so yucky you wanted to throw up, but you took the medicine. And you know that if you are a parent, then I know that you know that we have to do that with our children. When they are sick, no matter how horrible the medicine is, it needs to be taken. When people encounter severe instances of illness, they have to go through treatment that is not pleasant at all. And so that's where you are just now. You are in that place where you have no option but to become focused in your thinking instead of being lazy in your thinking. Abraham calls this lazy thinking. When we say, oh, I just can't get away from it, I just can't help thinking about it, or I can't distract myself from it, Yes, you can. And I'm going to make it easy for you to do so. You know how you can make it easy for you to do so? There's a difference between the way you think about distraction and the way I want you to think about distraction. You think that being distracted from the thing that is upsetting you means that you have to take your mind off it and stay off it. And I can tell you that that's not the case. Because remember what Abraham teaches us. Abraham teaches us that 17 seconds, 16 seconds, as they say now, 16 seconds of focusing on something is enough to activate a vibration. And so what do we want to do, sweetheart? Wanda, we just want to take your mind off of this thing for 16 seconds. I know that you have the ability to pick up a water bottle and describe this water bottle to me for 16 seconds. You can do that. And that's the thing. It's about becoming mindful about something else, something trivial. Something trivial. I can spend 17 seconds describing this calculator to you. All right, let's do it right now. Okay, let me first of all set my timer on here so that I can see the seconds tick by. All right, here we go. Here's my favorite calculator. It's a generic calculator, but it's all I need. It's all I need. It's always sitting somewhere on my desk, and sometimes it gets buried under my books, but I can always find it. And I love the fact that it's just the right size. It's not too big and it's not too tiny. And because it's just the right size, the display on it is just the right size. And I love the way that the buttons are situated. They are right. They are just the right thing for me. I love using this calculator. It is so simple and easy to use. I find that the simpler things are, the better I like them. And the other thing is, I am able to spot it because it has this little, it's not completely flat. You see that little indent? Well, if I happen to bury it under some papers or a book, I can see the bump, and the bump helps me find it. And sweetheart, here we go. That was how many? Yeah, that was 20 seconds actually. That was 20 seconds, and I'm not done yet. I can go on describing this. I can read the product number at the back. I can tell you how I use it and all the different ways that I use it. That's all that's required. 16 seconds of distracting yourself, taking your mind off of the problem and putting your mind onto something, but with focus, so that you are actually thinking about this thing. Because usually what happens is we look at this thing, but our thought is somewhere else. That's not how it works. So remember, it's easy when your target is just 16 or 20 seconds. So do it for 16 seconds. You'll immediately feel better. Breathe and then describe it for 16 seconds. And then go about your business. And if thoughts come back, that's okay. You did your job. You got off the subject for 16 seconds. The next time you do it, you're going to do it for longer. You're going to do it for twice the amount of time. That is 32 seconds, half a minute. And then you're going to add more to it and add more to it. Here's what I want you to know. It only takes 2 minutes. 2 minutes is enough time. Abraham says in 68 seconds, momentum gets started. And I'm here to tell you that 2 minutes is all it takes to change the direction of what you're going to manifest. So that's what I want you to know. The other thing I want you to know is, do not visualize getting a refund in your PayPal account. Because every time you visualize something when you are low on the emotional scale, the result is going to go in the opposite direction of what you want. So don't do that. There are several videos on my channel that talk about how to do visualization properly, but the bottom line is visualization can only focus on the end result that you want if you can do that from a high place on the emotional scale. Otherwise, don't do it at all. If you are going to visualize from a low place on the emotional scale, then see yourself at the end of next year or at the end of this year at a New Year party, or maybe just sitting outside your house or your apartment and saying to yourself, I'm so happy. This year was a good year. And what I want you to understand, my dear, is that repeating that to yourself is so powerful, because who cares if you never get a refund? Because if you can end this year feeling happy and satisfied, if at the end of this year you can say everything that happened this year was to my benefit, then even this is going to turn out to be to your benefit. You're going to learn something from this experience. And so that's how we diffuse the negative energy of something that has already happened. We diffuse the negative energy of something that has already happened by accepting the outcome and telling ourselves that if this thing that has already happened never changes, I'm going to find a way to be okay with it. I'm going to find a way to be okay with it. It's going to turn out all right. Either way. Universe, I would like your help with it, but you know what? If this never changes, I am still going to be all right with it. If you keep saying that, it's the same thing that we say when something happens and we say the words, this too shall pass. It will pass. When we say things like winter, it's not winter forever. Winter is always followed by spring and summer. When we say those things, what are we telling ourselves? We are telling ourselves that there's hope in the future. And I know what Abraham always tells us is that the difference between something happening for your favor and not happening in your favor is hope. Hoping. Not hoping for a refund, but hoping that things will improve. Things will improve. Your financial situation will improve to a level where you have money to throw around. This money that you spend on this course will not even matter. The only reason it matters, sweetheart, is because abundance is an issue in your life. That's why it matters. So we have to get to a place where it no longer matters, so that more abundance can come. So much abundance can come that you have the money to go and buy any course that you want, just because you are curious and you want to see what's in there. That's how much money we want. When I remember a time when I was going through a difficult financial phase, if one of my children came and they asked me for something, and I would tell them, sorry, mom can't get it for you just now. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to go make more money. I'm going to manifest more money, and then we'll go and buy this thing. And that's how I want you to start thinking, sweetheart. It's not about saving money. It's about allowing more money to come in. You want to allow so much more money to come in that this is not an issue. You want to allow so much money to come in that you have money to hand out to other people. You want to have a big heart. You want to have a never-ending supply of money. That's how you talk to yourself. That's what you ask the universe for. Not just this piddly little refund. This refund is nothing compared to what the universe has the capability to give you, provided you start thinking differently first. And that's what I want you to know. So, stop saying that they are scammy, because every time you say that they are scammy, what you're doing is you are judging someone else. And when you judge someone else, you automatically go down the emotional scale. You know why? Because your inner being does not agree. Even if you call someone a scammer, your inner being still loves that person, because the inner being sees that they too are exactly like you. They are human, made of the same source energy that you are made of. We are all the same. And so that's why when you say they're making excuses or they're scammy, it doesn't work, because your inner being will never agree with you. So, Wanda, I hope that this helps you, my dear. I don't necessarily want a refund for you. I want so much wealth for you that this refund doesn't matter. Love you so much. And I bless you that so that all that your heart desires manifests for you and for everyone else who is here. So guys, thank you for joining me. Wanda, thank you for your valuable question. I'm going to close the call by repeating that your questions are always welcome here. I thrive on questions because your questions help me to hook into source and channel the answer, flow the answer. And I love doing that. So send me your questions. Bye for now.